The TD Niagara Jazz Festival announced its summer festival lineup. It runs from July 20th to 24th. And here to tell us about it is one of my favorite people in all of Niagara. I mean that.
Thank you, Mike.
Juliet Dunn is here. Juliet, 5 days,
Yes.
5 venues, 6 events.
Yep.
And it's all live.
It's all live, and we're so excited. And so are people, because the tickets are really flying out the door. So we know people are just aching for this live in-person music.
Let's go over what the lineup is. So let's
Okay.
start with July 20th.
Yeah, and actually, so I'm doing some site visits today,
Okay.
and the 2 venues I'm visiting, I put this in the car, so I thought I'd bring along, because we're going to start at Stratus Vineyards, so that's July 20th. That's a duo, Dizzy and Faye, so Mark Lalama and Amanda Waller, and so piano jazz, and it's called Late Night Jazz in the Vineyard, and just
Is that Stratus?
That's at Stratus in Niagara-on-the-Lake. And we're so excited to launch. Last 2 years before the pandemic, we had kind of broken it into 2 weekends, which was great, but it was quite taxing. So then I was thinking, there's just so many great bands to present. How can we do a lot, but then not 2 weekends? So we thought, why not start on a Wednesday? So that's who we're launching with at Stratus Vineyards.
Following day, the Thursday,
Yeah, and then-
July 21st.
Yeah, and then we go to the Hair Wine Co. for soul jazz in the Vineyard. So that's a band called Natural Elements, and it features Jillian Mendez.
Tell us about that music.
Yeah, that's going to be picture. Getting up dancing is definitely probably going to happen, because it has in the past, as long as COVID regulations permit. But Aretha Franklin, horns, 6-piece band with horns. A powerhouse vocalist, Julian Mendez, and it's just going to be phenomenal. That one has always sold out in the past. We've done it at the Hair Wine Co. I think this is our 5th time doing it with them. We moved it to a Thursday just because of availability, and we thought, why not? Let's do it on a Thursday.
Friday night?
Friday, we stay at the Hair Wine Co. So again, I'm going to take these to the hair after this, because these are kind of cool. They stand up like that. I'm going to put them on the bar.
Is that Terry Clark?
That's Terry Clark.
Order of Canada?
Order of Canada, Terry Clark on drums, and he's got John Sherwood on piano and Clark Johnston on bass. And so we're staying at the Hair. That's the first time as well that we will be staying in one venue for 2 nights. It just worked out that way. We were looking for a venue for the Friday. I had my meeting at one of my meetings at the Hair. And then we were talking about the Friday, and then John Hare said, well, let's check the book. And he said, why don't we just do both? And we're like, yes.
That's quite the combo, and also a local person, John Sherwood.
That's right, exactly. John Sherwood, and I don't know if I said it, but Clark Johnston on bass. And yes, so we're super excited, of course. So that'll be, a traditional jazz trio, so no vocals, the night before with the vocalist, and then the first night as well. So we want to have a variety. And then we go to
The weekend is crazy. I mean, you're throwing a bunch of things out there on the weekend. 2 shows on the Saturday.
2 on the Saturday, so 2 major shows and then some pop-ups. So first time ever, we're trying a picnic. It's a jazz picnic at a historical site, which is the Brown Homestead.
It's a fantastic venue, and I know Andrew Humanek there really wants this venue to be used for things like this.
Absolutely, and you know what? I think this is a first annual, but I already kind of feel that this might be just one of our new signature events, doing a jazz picnic. Those tickets are really starting to fly out the door, featuring Tia Brazda.
Who is she? I've never heard of her.
Oh yeah, she's a singer from Toronto, and we had her at Jazz in the Park in Simcoe Park. I'm gonna say I think it was about 2017, and we're just so excited to have Tia coming out for that one. And so that's a 5-piece band with Tia. And that's between 1 and 4. Oh, and the food is Mate Cafe and Lounge. So the food, people are going to have a choice. They're going to have some hummus and veg. They're going to have a salad. We're going to start with the cheese and charcuterie from Cheese Please. Then people get to choose from sandwiches. I think we've got a ham and cheese, a salmon. So there's so much variety. And then there's a choice of 3 desserts, and there's salsa water. And then we're bringing in an SOP so we can serve our wine from our partners.
So it's a real picnic.
It's a real picnic, yeah. So you don't get to bring your own food. We want to support our community partners, and that one's, I think, $99 plus HST with the show and the picnic.
Saturday night, another show.
Saturday night. So what's interesting is where the Brown Homestead is located. The vineyard that touches their property is Henry of Pelham. And it just worked out. We're always working with Henry of Pelham, but the timing is, for us, it's really great, because we're going to do the picnic. And then we go to Henry of Pelham. So for our logistics company, they're like, oh, this is perfect.
You're just going to schlep everything over
Right?
there, right?
You can almost walk the chairs over. Yeah, so that's sax in the vineyard. And we've done that at Henry of Pelham many, many times featuring different saxophone players each time. So it's the Lance Anderson Band featuring Simon Wallace on saxophone. And sax in a vineyard is just so great. So all of these events, we have rain options, but ideally we're outside. And there are tents, and then sometimes you're under the stars. And then if the weather doesn't cooperate, we go under the tents. But touch wood, every time we've done, actually we've had pretty great weather all 8 years so far. Well, I mean, we're online for 2 of them. But what was I going to say? Yeah, we've done a lot of events under the stars, so it's always really nice.
Closes on Sunday with the return of World Music on the Beach. But again, you're doing something kind of unique with 2 different venues. Club La Salle to start at?
Yeah, so actually, so Club La Salle, so what happened was, we weren't going to do the parks like we've done in the past because, we bring in thousands of people in one place. And so I was thinking, well, okay, let's do world music in the vineyard. And I'd met with a couple of wineries, but it just didn't work out. And then I went back to the drawing board, and Club La Salle we'd thought about years and years ago, and we'd actually done a couple of one of our Zumba events back in the days with live drumming at Club La Salle, and it's just perfect. And what's great about Club La Salle is it's down on the beach next to Sunset Beach in St. Catharines, but the outdoor portion that we're utilizing, there's a staircase to get up.
Right.
Now, if people have mobility issues, we can drive around and bring them up, but really, to access it, you're going to go up a staircase. So what's really nice is we can still do this outdoor event, but still have some sort of control in this new universe, right? So we'll be counting the people going up, kind of like a nightclub, and then we'll with the logistics company, we're going to decide how many people can have up there maximum at a time. And then if it's at the max, you have to wait for somebody to leave to go up type thing. It's free. So we're also going to get people to register in advance just to so we can kind of have an idea on numbers. So be sure to do that, and we're going to give away some gifts for the first people to register. And that's going to be fantastic.
Who's playing on that day?
Oh my gosh. So we have the PK Hummingbird Steel Orchestra, so with sounds from Trinidad and Tobago. We have Johannes Lindstedt, so some flamenco guitar. I've been convinced to put my French band in there.
Perfect.
It's world music. I don't usually sing in the festival, but they twisted my arm. I'm like, okay. And it's the last day, so I'll be more relaxed. So we've got my French band. We're just confirming a drumming troupe. We're hoping for Samba Squad. I was just talking to Rick today, so hopefully that'll work out. With the drumming troupes like that, they come in from Toronto. They just have to have enough members to come out. He said he needs 10 minimum. So we're hoping for that. We have from Ottawa, Miguel Darmes on piano.
Cuban piano?
Yeah. Latin jazz,
right.
Phenomenal. We also have, gosh, I hope I'm not forgetting. Okay, so recently we met a duo who are incredible, and I'd heard the violin player's name is Dr. Draw, and I'd heard of Dr. Draw before. But what's interesting is we were playing an event, and they said, the other group's going to be doing their sound check, and she says it's beatbox and violin, and I said, excuse me, what? So Peter and I were watching these guys do their sound check. So of course with the violin, the fiddle, he's doing some East Coast sounds. He's doing all of these world music sounds. And Scott Jackson, the beatboxer, is like the champion of beatboxing in Canada. And I'm just like, the passion these two guys have, the energy. We hit it off, Peter and I and the two guys, and I'm like, we want you for world music. So they're going to do a half-hour set. 2 guys, and they're called Nemesis.
Fantastic.
So exciting. And then, and I know I'm probably forgetting another band, hopefully not, but our headliner is, reggae band, 2 more bands if I have time. Shine Rock and the Rebels Vibration, and we had them before lockdown.
Right.
And selfishly, I brought them back because I only got to see half a song that day. So I really want to enjoy their set. They're fantastic. So they're coming in, so we're having some reggae. And then we were contacted by a band from Israel who just happens to be on a American tour. And they said, here's our stuff. And I looked and listened, and I went, okay, this is world music, but we have a world music event. And it's a klezmer band, 7-piece band from Israel called Pulquez Band. Yeah.
Sounds great.
We're super excited, yeah.
Juliet, we've thrown a lot of information out there today. Where can people actually take some time to read about some of this and find out about tickets?
Yeah, super easy. The website's Niagara Jazz Festival jazz.com. And then on all of the social media platforms, it's really easy as well. We're just Jazz Niagara. So if you follow us, like us, we're posting daily. And so the World Music event is free. Absolutely free, but we won't turn people away, but we urge people to sign up in advance just so we can control numbers. And then the other tickets vary from, I think, about $39 to $49 and up, with or without food. And we do offer for musicians, arts workers.
Some discounted tickets.
Exactly. Students, so we call it the MOZ discounts. Musicians, arts workers, and students. Yeah, so we try and, make it accessible for everyone. And then one last thing, if I can just jump in.
Squeeze it in.
Because we're not doing Simcoe Park and Lakeside Park with the free events. We're bringing on other venues, and we're calling it a jazz crawl, and we're doing pop-up venues in the community. And I'm still signing on a few, but I can tell you we're definitely at Henry of Pelham. We're definitely at the Hare Wine Co. We're going to be at the River Brink. We're going to be at the Irish Harp. And we're signing on other people. Oh, and also Port Dalhousie Yacht Club.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Juliet, thanks so much for dropping in today.
You're welcome.
July 20th to 24th.
Yep.
TD Niagara Jazz Festival. Thanks.
You got it. Thank you, Mike.